Hey guys, we're back getting comfy on the couch reading Junie B, first grader, Dumb Bunny. This is chapter 8, titled Swooping. The children ran. They ran everywhere, I tell you. They ran to and fro, and up and down, and back and forth, and here and there. Also, Roger ran sideways, and Lenny ran in a circle. I watched them very fascinated. Some of the children were tackling and scuffling. Sheldon went through a shrub. That's when Lucille's daddy blew his whistle again. Tweet, tweet, tweet! Everyone come back here right now, he shouted real mad. Everyone came back. Sheldon had a stick in his ear. He sputtered and stuttered and pointed at May. She pushed me! She pushed me! May pushed me through a bush! May stamped her foot. No, I did not, Sheldon. I did not push you. You pushed yourself, she said. She turned and looked at the daddy. It was the darndest thing you ever saw, she said. He shoved himself right through the shrub. The daddy stood there a real long time. Then he walked to a picnic table, and he sat down real slow. And he hit himself in the head. I went over and I tapped on him. I would just like to point out that the bunny did not run, I said. The bunny was the only one who walked. May overheard me. That's because the bunny can't run or the bunny falls down, she called. That bunny should not get credit for that. The daddy hit himself in the head again. I walked back to Herbert. He looked kind of worried. The daddy is coming unglued, he said. I nodded. Yes, I said. The daddy's gonna need backup, I believe. Backup is the grown-up word for the police might need to come, possibly. And guess what? Me and her were not the only ones thinking that either. Because just then, Lucille's Nana hollered out real loud. Enough! She hollered. I have had enough of this nonsense with you children. Then she cupped her hands around her mouth and she shouted out a brand new rule. It was called, if there's any more running or fighting, she's going to call the cops. All of a sudden, the children did a loud gulp. I looked at Herbert. The new rule seems a little harsh, I said. Only guess what else? The new rule worked, I think. Because pretty soon, the Nana started the egg hunt again. And this time, no one ran at all. No one even walked, hardly. Instead, we all behaved like little ladies and gentlemen, and we hunted for eggs very polite. May stuck to Sheldon like glue. I tried to stick to him too, but my giant feet could not keep up that good. May kept on crouching. You're not going to get the golden egg before I do, Sheldon. Even if you know where it is, I'll still beat you to it, she said. I'm all over you like flies on egg salad. Sheldon rolled his eyes. But I don't know where the golden egg is, May. I've already told you that I don't know anything at all. I cut my mitts around my mouth. I believe you, Sheldon. I believe you don't know anything at all, I shouted. I've never thought you'd known anything at all. After that, I hurried to catch up to him, because I definitely thought he knew something, of course. Sheldon turned to wait for me. Then all of a sudden, he glanced down at the ground, and he did a loud gasp. I see one! I see one! I see one! He shouted. May and I turned to look. There was a bright green egg under the big bushes. Sheldon clapped and laughed. Then he hurried over to pick it up, but whoosh, swoop, scoop. May ducked underneath him speedy fast, and she picked it up instead. I got it! I got it! I got it! She screeched. Then she put the egg in her basket and danced all around. Sheldon's face got sputtering mad. But before he could even yell at her, he did another gasp. I see one! I see one! I see one! He shouted even louder than before. Then he clapped his hands and he laughed real happy and he hurried over to pick it up, but whoosh, swoop, scoop. May beat him to it again. 2 She jumped up in the air and she kicked her feet. I swooped, I'm swooper, I swoop, she said. She ran back to Sheldon and leaned in his face. I knew I would beat you at this game, she said. Now I have 2 eggs and you and Junie B have... She leaned her head into our baskets. Let's count them. 0. Ha! You have 0 and I have 2. 2 to 0. 2 to zippity zip 0. Sheldon looked at me real upset. I frowned my eyes at him. Helpful hint, I said. Stop shouting, I see one. Sheldon pointed at his magic egg shirt. But I just don't get it, Junie B, he said. My grandpa said the egg is with me, so why isn't this magic shirt working? I looked closer at the egg dribble. Maybe it's not lucky, I said. Maybe it's just dirty. Sheldon slumped his shoulders. Then he reached down his finger and he flicked off the egg. Only wait till you hear this. Just as he flicked it, his eyes got big and wide again. This time, I hurried over to cover his mouth with my hand. Sheldon shouted right through my palm. I see one, I see one, I see one, he shouted. Then before he could even move his feet, whoosh, swoop, scoop. May grabbed egg number 3. She twirled in a happy circle around us. 3 to 0. 3 to 0. It's 3 to 0, she yelled. Sheldon stood real still. Then very slow, he put down his basket. And he stretched out the sides of his mouth with his finger, and he stuck his tongue out at May. That was appropriate behavior, I believe. After that, he snatched his basket up again, and he tried to rush away from May. But too bad for Sheldon, because May stayed right exactly on his heels. They were walking too fast for me to keep up. I stopped and watched them. Then I did a big sigh. And I walked to a tree stump and I sat down very glum. I hate being this dumb bunny, I said, 'cause my feet are too big and my legs are too slow and my paw mitts are way too clumsy. I slumped my shoulders and I looked in the empty basket. I did another sigh. 'Cause let's face it, the bunny was a rotten egg. And that's chapter 8. And there's one picture here where May's swooping and scooping up the eggs before Sheldon can get it. Join me again next time and we'll read the end of Junie B. Dumb Bunny, First Grader. Bye-bye.